Hello guys and welcome to a new video. This time featuring Krole and their deck. It's the deck I'm using mainly against Thousand Sons, but I think she does pretty good in the current meta. She's a meta warlord mainly. She has about 79-80% win rate. I will show you one replay and then we will go into some into the queue to do some matches. Um, she got recently buffed Crawl with an ability that deals 1 damage, and if the target dies, draws a card. Passive card draw is what sisters always lacked. So I think she's in a good spot right now. Shirley is more competitive than before, and by no means I think she's broken. She just is a counter pick, and she does really well at what she does really well in certain type of meta. Let's talk about the deck list. So Steel Talonhawk, one of the best removal pieces in the entire game. Gems is super useful, goes around stealth, goes around precognition, um, goes around ward, and deals 2 damage, so it's very cool and very fine. Secretary Axiarch, I like this card, you already know that. Buffing your entire board sometimes is useful, and sometimes it's very useful to have something out that usually survives until your turn at turn 1. And yeah, just generally a good card I think to have in the deck. Steel Foxes, super essential. Control early game and stun lock late game. These are super useful. Cthonian Strategos, just one of the best legendaries in the game. Put it in if you have. If you haven't, I don't know. Put something else, but you really need something to create resources in this kind of deck, and Strategos really helps. Daughter of the Abyss. You choose a sister of silence infantry and put it in your hand and cost 2 less. Great card. Can actually give you legendaries, which is very useful given that they are discounted by 2. 2 of and I won't go without them because they give you so much flexibility that it's hard to replace in a sister deck. Execution Blade is just a nice way to improve your damage and control early on. I don't think it's mandatory. Ice Serpents, one of the best 3 drops ever, gives can't attack, 3 for 3, amazing, 2 of always. Same deal with Persecutor Mistress, 2-4, beefy stat line. You can often buffer with Crawl ability with code Battle Honor, and she becomes a 3-5 for 3 that deals 1 damage to all enemies on the rally. Very strong card. Raven's Claw, it's okay, not bad, and gives sneak attack, so you can proc your Battle Honor more often and without taking damage. I think it's a very cool addition in Crawl, not so much in other sisters deck I think. Sork is amazing, great card, great to be buffed. Lets you put some Imperial Army cards that sometimes are really good in your hand. I really like Sork. I have to say I didn't have it until recently, and then I started trying it. I think it's an amazing card. It's really good in aggro mid-range decks. Coup de Grace, destroy damage enemy troop and draw a card. I think it's essential to have even if it's conditional removal, it's still hard removal, and I think it's something that is really needed in the current meta. So I think 1 copy is enough, and I wouldn't go for 2 copies. Euphemia King, just a nice boost of damage, and yeah, nothing more. Silver Osprey, maybe one of, I think, the card I like the most about Sister of Silence, because it's really flexible, and sometimes against vehicles this can rip them apart and get buffed to a 5-4, which is actually pretty beefy on turn 3. I think 2 of Silver Osprey is mandatory. Same deal as White Falcons, they are amazing. White Asps, 1 of, you can go for 2. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. Rarely destroy an enemy troop with higher attack. It's useful considering there are a lot of troops with high attack in the meta. And yeah, I think one of these is pretty niche tech, but it's very nice to have sometimes. Ebon Naroda is just a very strong card. Always put it in every single Sister of Silence deck you have because it's amazing. The Call, well, 2 of mainly because of Sanacts, but you can go for 1 and maybe upgrade 1 Witch Hunter. I still lack the second Witch Hunter, it never comes to the shop. So I think you can go with 2 and 1 or 2 and 1 as you want. You can even cut Asps for second Witch Hunter. I think this card is great. And they both have a similar purpose of dealing AoE damage. This refills and this just puts a 6/5 on the board that if buffed with Krole becomes a 7/6, so I think is great. Great Tide, best card removal in the game, and mandatory I think after playing it for a while, because my old deck list back in the days didn't have it. I think it's great. And Raptor Guard, it's just a nice endgame piece that actually refills you some health, trades, like it's like a removal, heal 5 health and deal with a 9/7 now that if you can. And you can find a second copy with Daughter of the Abyss, which is the reason I really like this card, is that it can give Raptor Guard, it can give Ebon Naroda, it can give a second Euphemia King. Just a very nice card to have, very flexible. Anyway, let's go into the replay and then this one, I think. Yeah, against Santar. So Santar, not so easy matchup. We shift away the Call because we don't need it. Usually Santar doesn't play many troops with low health, so we don't care about the Call. Cup of Grace is actually optimal in this situation because he likes to damage his troops, so this can be pretty useful. Just don't bash unless you need to, and because in this matchup, like, you can lose health very quickly if you are not careful, so I like to just use the ability sometimes. Okay, this is a pretty obnoxious problem to deal with. If we didn't have Coup de Grace, we would have need to play White Falcons, smack and smack with White Falcons, because this can't be allowed to stay on the board. So we just play Coup de Grace and draw, and we can also not smack because I don't think it's needed in this situation. Now, that's pretty annoying, but we can deal with it. We have White Falcons, we also have Steel Talon that we just draw, and I think actually playing Swift Talon and buffing the Silver Osprey is better. And I like to keep White Falcons for like very high attack troop, like the 5 energy legendary or the 6 energy legendary, so I value White Falcons more than Silver Osprey, even if I want to keep one Silver Osprey because of the Rhino and the other guy, the Dreadnought. So in this case we have a nice way to buff up our Silver Osprey, and also we have even more damage with the Euphemia King, or we can go for Ice Serpents. So in this way, like, he's at pretty low health. We have 15 health advantage, and like, he needs to do something quite impactful, otherwise he's dead. This is a problem because it can have taunt. But really needed we needed 1 damage, because then we can this with Silver Osprey and then buff it with Krole. It's a shame that we don't have, like, we couldn't use Silver Osprey on a vehicle, but we can't allow this to stay. Okay, so in this situation you don't want to play White Falcons just yet. Snow Condor is actually very nice. Because we can block it with Ice Serpents, and this has maintenance, so you will have way less energy than usual, and this can't attack. So I think this was the correct play, even if we are slowing our Reckoning a little bit, but like we can remove it next turn, no problem. So, oh, okay. So now we just Falcon, Condors, and then we can play Ebon Marauder refill, which I think is really good, and we put him to 9. And he gives up, I think. Yes. Oh, the replay is bugged. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's the game, by the way. Let me. Okay. Let's go for a couple of matches, and then we will see. Okay. So Space Wolves. Geigor is actually. Oh, Luchmerras, great player. Geigor is actually very annoying. I think we want both.
Only in silence one can hear the truth.
Okay, Strategos changes things a bit. Okay, drop the Axiar because we just want to put pressure. If he plays the turn 1 2-3, we can deal with it. Oh, Drilling Sight, okay. Double Drilling Sight, okay. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. That's a problem. Okay. Unfortunate. That was a rough start. And we still don't have anything in hand, that's the problem. I mean, that strategy was ball walls. Awful. But it seems that he also finished his stuff, so maybe it's not that bad. Maybe we can recover. I love Sork. Such an amazing card. The problem is that he will have flankers, and we don't actually have that good out of a turn 6 play. Now Execution Blade is just unplayable, unfortunately. We took too much damage. Oh. We took too much damage. I think we want to do this. That's going to be pretty scary. Luckily we could take out the Weird Fang. This card is amazing, such a strong card. We have some healing, by the way. And we also have Grimwald. I think next turn we can play Grimwald. And let's see what he does. But I think he will struggle a bit to take out both Grimwalds. We can have next turn, turn after, and turn after we can play Ebon Naroda and oh, okay. Buddy, let's go. Yes. Oh. Yeah, I don't really want to take 4 damage, so let's trade. So a 7/7 is actually... he could have punitive strikes, takes this out because of the cleave. Let's see. Yes. Ooh. Why you don't need that? Why you didn't play it? Okay, I didn't get it. It's okay though. 8. I'm going to maul 1 card. Yeah. Ah, what a bad pull. Yeah, this game not so easy. Okay. Second one, okay. Okay, so he now has the Apothecary. What do we do against it? We can do foxes. Oh no, that's unfortunate. I think we want to do this. That's a problem because that's our way to heal and we can't heal anymore. Maybe it was just better to play maybe Euphemia King, I don't know. Okay. Not that much of an issue. Purity strikes, okay. So we've seen both of these. Now he should have really no flankers in hand besides the 3/4. But we have a pretty clean way of taking this out. Buffing the Axiarchy is actually amazing. Next turn we can go for... well, if he doesn't have troops, we can go for Reckoning. Well, for sure we go for Reckoning. Otherwise, we can go for... here's the Falcon. So taking 3 damage. Oh, Dolphin. Oh. Oh, that's scary. Okay. That's very scary. Oh. Oh. That's the problem. That's a big problem. So he has 1 card. I think we want to do this. It's a sloppy play, but I really don't want to take 5 damage. and I can't kill both. Because he healed this. So if he didn't heal this, we could have gone call, reset, and like refill, and then White Falcons and kill them both, and then one White Falcons in play. Yeah, that's not so easy. Also, position like this, because otherwise he's going to kill maybe them both with Javelin, and attacking my face, this survives. Okay, so they trade. Okay, 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 okay. We still have a way out. Okay, okay. Oh, oh. But I think I want asps. What if we play Grimwald actually? So call refreshes 2, so cost 5. We still have 5 energy. 5 energy. We could go for Euphemia. Bring him to 9, attack, bring him to 6. Call brings him to 3. I think that's the play. Okay. I don't think he has something that can save him. Maybe a big taunt, but I have the tide for that. Actually, the taunt that gives him 3 health back maybe saves him. Ah, no, because I have reckoning. Ah, no, I can't attack though. Okay, 3 damage. Second 3 damage. No, okay. Ooh, that was close. GG. Great game. Very funny. The turn 1 Frecky just surprised me a lot. But I think Space Wars is a fun matchup. You have the advantage here. But the turn 1 Frecky just put me off guard, because it's not easy to take that stuff out for sisters at low energy. Like turn 3, 4 is doable. At turn 1 is not doable at all. So I had to take 14 damage there just to survive and actually kill it. 40 damage is a lot against Space Wolves. Also, I guess he didn't have that great of a hand, because like later he struggled to put out troops, so maybe he didn't also draw that well. Like maybe that was the only thing he had going for him. It's very risky play, but I think it could have paid out for sure. Oh, Sanax, great. Ah, also number 1 Sanax. Yeah, I don't think I think we want something faster. Oh.
Only in silence.
Well, we want to see them, so good.
I am a scholar of martial knowledge.
Problem is if he plays the 2-3 now. That's going to be a real mess. Because you will block me. Okay, that's doable. Oh. Okay. Oh. Let's go for the trade. We want to arrive at 7 energy as soon as possible. Like everything for keeping him off troops. Even if we don't get the sneak attack, it doesn't matter. That's a good setup. That's a very good setup. Okay, pray. Unfortunate. We block him because this is going to give shield to a bunch of stuff, and we actually don't want him to trade with our face or the ice serpents for free. 5 psychic energy is very good spot to be in. Unfortunately, we are not able to lower our reckoning, so that's a problem. Can't attack. Okay. That's great. So the problem now could be tanks. Apart from tanks, I think we are mostly fine. Let's do it this way. Shame that the cold doesn't kill that. But oh, tank is coming. Oh, now it works. Oh, that's great. That's actually amazing. Okay. Okay. I think we have a way out, even if the tank is going to be very annoying to deal with. We don't have a way to remove it. And it will be a lot of damage. Okay. And then I think we wait. Let's see what it does. The problem is our hand right now. We are in a good position, but the hand is just terrible. Ah, Crimson King. Why it has to be Crimson King every time? Such a strong card. I wish I had it. Can't shield. Okay, so he's going to trade. Makes sense. Ow. That's going to hurt. Ooh, double 4. Wow. And you attack, okay. Oh, please. Okay. Okay, we can either go for Naroda, but I think he has burst. I need to take out the 7 damage right now. Quite interesting. I would love to go for Naroda. He has no psychic energy though. That's really risky. That's actually a very hard choice. Very hard choice. I already drew 1 Ice Serpents. Now I have to go for Falcons. Shame. Shame. This Naroda could have saved my ass so bad, but if I don't draw anything, I'm at 16. He deals 7 plus 2, I'm at 9, 7. He needs 2 fireballs and I'm dead. And he has 2 fireballs for sure. Nah, I need to take out. I think that's the correct play. Oof. Okay. Okay. Take out the Falcons. Ooh. That's scary. Maybe he has 3 fireballs. My god. 4 damage again. Ooh. But you are swinging now. For sure you're swinging. Okay. Okay, then you're dead. Okay, great. Yeah, we did it. Oh. Oh, sweaty. Really sweaty. Wow. 5,600. Great. Okay. So these were two hell of a matches. I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. Let's talk a bit about cards that you can include in the deck before actually doing anything else. So Sisters of Silence have a lot of really good cards. Cards that you can include, of course, in Krole are Seeker Cadre. I used to have this in my deck. I think it's a little bit slow, but you can play it. Also, you can play Nice Centura. I also feel this card is a little bit too slow, and I don't really think that I need the front line. But maybe you do, and if you think you need a front line, I think Nice Centura is the way to go. Sure is a very neat card to have, and sometimes the ability to just trade for free is just amazing. Other cards, well, of course, second copy of Witch Hunter if you have it. Then let's see what can you include. You can include Grenadier Auxilia. I think it's not bad because of the 2 damage on the rally. This can take out some things on turn 2. It's not bad. You can include where is the oh, the Chtonian Sentinel is actually not that bad because you don't have 6 drops. You have 1, which is Emor Neruda, and you don't have any good 6 drop in the Sister of Silent pool. You can play Chtonian Sentinel. You can also play Forge Master. I think is pretty good. I wouldn't bother with other cards, but Forge Master is actually interesting. You can also play. Let's see if there is something else that is pretty useful. Unfortunately, they have no vehicles. Otherwise, Casterly Rooster would have been nice. You could also play Malkial, but I don't think it's worth it. You can play Crucial Choice, but I think we are already too stuck on 3 drops, so I wouldn't recommend it. You can play Auxilia Flamer. I really like this card. This card is amazing, and actually our only 4-drop, like real proactive 4-drop, is Silver Osprey. So this does a similar job, but actually is board clearing also. I think it's an interesting card to include. And then I think we are done. You are playing quite a lot of tactics, 9 tactics, so I don't think the Edict is quite as good. But yeah, I think between the neutral pool and the Sister of Silence pool, you can actually achieve pretty good results even with different decks. You also have this card, which is really interesting. I don't like it that much, but if you're seeing a lot of Korax, Night Lords, this can be pretty useful because it gets around stealth. So I think this is worth including. Maybe you can include 1 copy, take out 1 Axiarch, and then you can play or a Seeker Cadre or a Nice Centura for the other Axiarch if you want to take these out because you don't like them. I feel they're pretty useful to have early game. It's maybe the best 2-drop, neutral 2-drop thing in the game, so I think it's pretty good. And then for the other Witch Hunter, you can take out a Call or the Asps. I think these are the only things you can take out. Also, 5 drops is a really weak spot, I think, because they really have awful 5 drops. You can play Drachnian for sure. You can play also Charonite for sure. Tarantula, I think it's not where you want to be. And shame for Castile because you have no vehicles. But apart from that, I think Asps is pretty good. Drachnir could be pretty good. But you actually want to achieve the 7 energy, 6 at 7, 8 energy. You have a big power spike. Like if this is still alive, sometimes it can deny you that. You can also play for sure. What is it? Tishayal. I don't like Tishayal in this deck because I think I have enough way of removing troops from the board, so I don't think she's necessary at all. We have Raptor Guard, we have White Falcons, we have Witch Hunters, we have the Call, we have everything to remove troops, so I don't think Tishayal is really that necessary. But yeah, I think, well, this is my deck. I hope you enjoyed the showing of it. We were against, I think, 2 really great players. It's a deck that can really do its job when you get good at it. The main problem with Krole is emptying your hand, and this is why the ability they give her is so important for its success. And the problem is that you need to understand very well, and you will only know when you play her for a bit, when you actually need to refill the hand, because otherwise you're going Jack Sand, and when you need to push for damage. I think you don't want to play too aggressive with this deck. Yes, she's an aggressive warlord, but since she struggles with card draw, you can just burn your cards through the deck. And the problem begins when you have those kind of matches where you need to be the aggressive warlord. I think she's a very strong reactive warlord. Also because she has high initiative, she will have the answer and 1 energy more than you when she responds to your attack or to your to the troop you put on the play. Instead, when she needs to be on the aggressive is where I find Krole the weakest. Like Mortarion, this kind of matchups really shows that if she has no way to gain card advantage with free trading, with generating more resources, she runs out of cards and she falls off, and then you have no way to completing your reckoning because you can't remove the stuff. And if you can't complete your reckoning, you are not winning against those kind of warlords. You need to keep the board clear, and you need to play it in a way that you have enough gas to continue to play until turn 11, 12. And then if you didn't kill them by then, you just will die, because this is how systems work unless they have the mission. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.